A tire with telekinetic power. In Rubber, one of the strangest murders in modern cinema is committed by something that shouldn't even be capable of movement, a discarded tire lying in the desert. The tire, later named Robert, suddenly comes to life and gradually discovers it can kill by concentrating really hard. Without touching its victims, it causes their heads to explode. No blades, no bullets, no explanation. What makes this weapon especially unsettling is how casually the film treats it. There is no origin story, no science experiment gone wrong, and no ancient curse. The tire doesn't ask why it exists or where its powers came from. It simply figures out it can kill people and decides to keep doing it. The movie presents this with complete seriousness, which somehow makes it even funnier. A tire is meant to get you from point A to point B, not to turn nearby humans into red mist. And yet, Rubber commits fully to the idea, suggesting that sometimes danger doesn't need a motive, a plan, or even a brain, just a really strong sense of focus and absolutely no concern for logic. A frozen leg of lamb. In Lamb to the Slaughter, an ordinary quiet kitchen becomes the setting for a sudden and deeply unsettling murder. After her husband calmly tells her that he is leaving, Mary Maloney does not react with rage or hysteria.
I'll get you your supper.
Instead, she enters a state of emotional shock, moving through the house almost automatically, as if disconnected from her own actions. She walks to the freezer, removes a frozen leg of lamb, and returns to the room where her husband is standing. Without warning or hesitation, she strikes him on the head, killing him instantly. The weapon itself is not designed to be deadly. It is simply frozen solid. Its effectiveness comes from its weight, hardness, and the element of complete surprise. What makes this murder especially disturbing is not just the act itself, but what follows. After realizing what she has done, Mary regains control with remarkable composure. She places the leg of lamb in the oven and later serves it to the police officers investigating her husband's death.
Why don't you help yourself to some of this, too?
By doing so, she destroys the murder weapon in plain sight, turning an ordinary meal into a perfect cover. A pencil. In The Dark Knight, one of the most shocking and memorable murders happens not because of gore, but because of how simple and sudden it is. During a meeting between Gotham's crime bosses, the Joker interrupts the negotiation by placing an ordinary yellow pencil upright on the table, calling it a magic trick, and casually downplaying what is about to happen. When one of the mob's men rushes him, the Joker grabs the man and slams his head down onto the pencil. The impact drives the pencil into his eye and skull, killing him instantly, a microwave oven. In Gremlins, one of the most memorable kills comes from a place associated with convenience, not violence, the kitchen. When one of the gremlins causes chaos inside a suburban home, it is eventually forced into a microwave oven. The door is shut, the timer is turned, and the appliance is used exactly as designed, just with lethal intent. The gremlin panics as the microwave runs, and moments later it explodes, ending the threat in a shockingly final way. A lawnmower. In Dead Alive, also released as Brain Dead, one of the most outrageous mass killings in horror history is carried out with a piece of basic gardening equipment. As a room fills with attacking zombies, Lionel straps a lawnmower to his chest and charges forward, turning a quiet household tool into a rotating wall of destruction. The lawnmower isn't altered or enhanced. It's doing exactly what lawnmowers are designed to do, just not on grass. The spinning blades tear through bodies in seconds, mowing down zombies in an exaggerated spray of gore. The absurdity is deliberate, pushed so far that it becomes almost cartoonish. What makes this weapon unforgettable is the contrast. A lawnmower is associated with suburban chores and weekend routines, not survival combat. The scene takes something painfully ordinary and escalates it to ridiculous extremes, turning home maintenance into a full-scale zombie eradication method. Dead Alive proves that when things get bad enough, even yard work can become a combat strategy. A typewriter. In Misery, one of the most memorable acts of violence comes from an object usually associated with creativity and writing, a heavy typewriter. During a desperate struggle, Paul Sheldon uses the typewriter to strike Annie Wilkes, his captor, turning a tool of storytelling into a blunt force weapon. The typewriter itself is unmodified and ordinary. It's just heavy, solid, and completely capable of delivering a serious blow. What makes this scene striking is the irony. A tool meant for writing is used to fight for survival. A wood chipper. In Fargo, one of the most infamous and grisly kills in modern cinema involves an industrial wood chipper. A victim is forced feet first into the machine, which shreds him almost instantly. The act is deliberate, horrifying, and brutally effective. A pogo stick. In Leprechaun, 1993, one of the strangest and most absurd kills comes courtesy of a children's toy, a pogo stick. When the leprechaun becomes angry with a shop owner, he doesn't reach for a knife or axe. He grabs the pogo stick and uses it as a blunt weapon. The kill is both shocking and ridiculous. A toy designed for harmless bouncing is turned into an improvised murder device, demonstrating the film's over-the-top, darkly comedic approach to violence.